So, Chinese BLs have been booming this last year, but are they really worth all the hype? Well, yes and no, I guess. I personally love C-dramas, especially ones like The Untamed and Spy Realm, but how come they're censored BLs when series like Revenge Love and Sammy's Children's Day aren't? Basically, the shortest way I can explain this is that there's a loophole. That being, if the production is under a non-Chinese company and or filmed outside of China, then it can pass having to go through Chinese censorship. It's definitely a lot more complex than that, and to be honest, I truly don't know all the ins and outs of it all. However, you can clearly see that all these Chinese BLs are put under different countries. Kill to Love and Lost to You being put under Singapore, and Bittersweet Love under Taiwan, just as an example. But dramas like The Spy Realm and Just in the Dark are Chinese through and through, which is exactly why they got cancelled. Even Just as Bromance adaptations, they got cancelled. Which is a whole nother rant I can go on another time, but yeah. So, are they worth watching or not? I would argue that they are. Yes, majority are low budget, but I don't believe low budget equals bad. If the story is well developed, the chemistry is good, and overall the production has clear care put into it, I genuinely don't feel you can convince me low budget equals bad. I mean, I think Word of Honor is a really good example of this. Was it low budget? Yeah, it was. Was some of the production slightly questionable? Yeah, definitely. Definitely kind of questionable. However, the actual overall story, the overall acting, the overall chemistry, it was so well done. The music, there's so many beautiful songs in that series. There are so many things to admire still to this day. Even with it being X amount of years since it aired, low budget doesn't have to equal bad. We just gotta understand that, some things aren't gonna be as well polished as other series that, have that backing of money. But yeah, no, you can't convince me it equals bad. Anyway, with that having been said, I think at the end of the day, everyone has their own preferences, and it's completely okay if something is or isn't your cup of tea, regardless of whether it's high or low budget, doesn't matter, everyone has their preferences. Personally, I love darker themed series, especially ones when they're quite angsty. If you're the same, then I highly recommend Sammy's Children's Day. This is my favourite Chinese BL as of now, and I'm absolutely dying for season 2 to come out. The story, the chemistry, cinematography, all of it. The lighting, dude, the lighting is just fantastic. My poor best friend genuinely hasn't heard me shut up about it. I'm someone who loves details like that, when emotions are put into other details outside of just the actor showing the emotions, and lighting is a really good way of doing that, and this series honestly does that perfectly. There are so many elements to the lighting that's just, it's beautiful. It's incredible. I love it. Both CPs work incredibly well together. I'm personally really looking forward to Side CP, especially with them hopefully getting more screen time in season 2. There's so much to the story that can definitely be delved into a lot more, and I think with the whole police versus gangs kind of dynamic, it's just going to be very interesting to see how that truly develops, especially with now having both CPs interacting with each other. There's a lot with this drama that I think has already been done so well, but definitely has room to do even better with season 2, and the side CP getting more screen time, I think, will help that. I love the main CP, there is no dissing towards the main CP, I adore them, but I think there's something about the side CP that adds so much more, and they're very angsty. They're very angsty, just them two. If you like C-dramas like Word of Honor, The Untamed, or even series like Fangs of Fortune, then there's a couple period BLs you could try. There's only 2 as of now. Hopefully this will build as we go forward, but as of now there is just Kill to Love and Journey with You. But then if you're more into maybe the toxic tropes, then Deep in the Act, To My Shore, and Bittersweet Love might be more to your liking. I know lots of people love Double Helix and Revenge Love. Those fandoms are massive. Those fandoms are massive, and I get there's a reason for it, and there is no diss towards the actors or anything like that. However, I personally have more mixed feelings on these dramas. I absolutely adore the side CP and Revenge Love, by the way. They are still probably one of my favourite Chinese couples. I absolutely adore them. They're so sweet, they're so soft, they're so they're everything. I absolutely fucking adore them, okay? There is no doubt in my heart about these two. However, outside of them, I feel like these 2 series in particular overly romanticize toxic relationships. Some may argue that, To My Shore is exactly the same, which I would actually agree with. I personally would agree that it is similar to Revenge Love and Double Helix in that manner, but the key difference is, okay, the key difference is that Fan Xiao is fully held accountable for his actions. He has to work to earn his relationship back. Like, he has to prove he is not repeating the past. He has to prove himself fully to his partner to be able to remain his partner, you know, like there is a difference in the way that whole situation is handled. If anyone watching this video has seen any of these 3 dramas, I would love to know your thoughts and feelings on this matter though. Like, it would definitely be interesting to hear more people's perspective on it, because I feel the main conversation I've seen around it has been very much so on the romanticizing or excusing the actions. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to hear your thoughts and feelings. Now, for a more, I guess, cuter drama, it may just be me, but I don't really feel we've actually had any cute, like, well-polished Chinese BLs. Maybe Love After Addiction though, that one was definitely more on the cuter side of things. I actually feel like our cutest series so far is Lost to You, or maybe even Sammy's Children's Day. I know I said that if you're looking for angst to go to them, but seriously, I think they're really well balanced series. Lost to You in particular have some very cute moments between the main CP, as well as the side CPs, but specifically, I guess, the main 2. They're really endearing. I don't really know how to explain them. They're really endearing, wholesome, you know, even with all the angst, their love feels very pure, and I think that helps add a very cute element to, I guess, their dynamic, even with how angsty the show can get. I'm genuinely keeping my fingers crossed though that we get another series with them in the future, whether it's a season 2 or whether it's another project for the main CP. Like, I look forward to their work going forward. Anyway, I hope this has been a helpful guide or introduction to the world of Chinese BLs, as I feel a lot of the conversations I've seen around them have heavily focused on whether, like, the NC scenes are good enough or not, instead of whether, you know, they're actually worth watching for the plot. I mean, I guess I just wanted to kind of put in, you know, my perspective and hopefully guide some of the conversation away just focusing on NC scenes, because there's a lot more to dramas than just that, and I feel BLs at the moment are focusing a bit too much on NC scenes than plot. Doesn't go for all dramas, obviously, but I feel like dramas as well as viewers are focusing more on NC scenes. Anyway, if you've managed to stick around till the end, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Genuinely, thank you. I would also like to apologise for the video, possibly feeling like unpolished or a bit messy at times. This is my first video, and I'm still in the process of creating illustrations for this channel, and definitely need to get used to, I guess, recording my own voice and doing these voiceovers. I'm fine when I'm yapping to friends, I won't shut up, but I guess I found this a little bit, like, you know, nerve-wracking. Regardless though, I truly do hope you did enjoy. I'll be covering more topics like this going forward, but please do feel free to leave any suggestions of what you'd like to see, and yeah, take care everyone, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye!